This week's devlog will be on the shorter side, because I started the next chapter. And with that comes what is apparently the hardest part of making a ROM hack for me, the map. I don't know what it is about, but while creating the vague shape of it is a simple task, actually detailing it is something that just shuts my brain off after a while, making it so I just can't work on it for more than half an hour at a time before I feel like I have to take a break and go for a walk or something, or I'll go insane. But I did manage to make the map and detail it this week, though I once again didn't think to record the process. You might notice that this is another swamp map, and that is because this isn't chapter 3, but rather 2x. I didn't originally plan on having guidance chapters, but just like so many other ideas I had while developing this, it just made sense. There are 2 bosses in chapter 2 that have to be killed eventually, but the chapter can end with one or both of them still alive. Originally I planned to have them show up in chapter 3 as additional obstacles, but an idea of a guidance chapter where you get a chance to catch up to them and take them out beforehand just made sense for the story. Plus, given an unreasonably complex method of determining whether you go to it or not, it would fit right in with the guidance chapters and route splits in Fire Emblem 6 and 7. This would, of course, also be an opportunity to have some fun with including things unique to this extra chapter, like a chance to obtain unique weapons, skills, or even a character, although the latter would more likely be an opportunity to recruit a character that I already planned to include as a part of an exclusive pair, so that through this chapter you are able to get both characters from this pair. While trying to come up with a purpose for the left side of the map, I also thought of an idea where you can send off one of your mounted characters to do something, not quite sure what yet, losing them for this and the next chapter, but having them come back at the start of chapter 4 with some kind of advantage. But I don't have much else to talk about this week regarding the map. I have a few ideas for what could happen there, but I'll talk about them when I actually get around to implementing them. And other than the map, I haven't done a whole lot. I made a mini portrait for one of the 5 options that was missing it, and I reworked the promotion items. Because it's weird that there are some items that serve only one particular class, the Orion's Bolt being particularly noteworthy in that regard, as in Fire Emblem 8 it only promotes archers, where before it at least also worked for nomads. But then mages of all kinds have to share the guiding ring. And it becomes even worse when your game has a small roster with only one unit of a particular class. So I did some counting and some thinking, and I arrived at a system where there is only the Hero Crest, Knight Crest and Guiding Ring, where archers and thieves would use the Hero Crest, and Wyvern Riders use the Knight's Crest. Since I don't have the Pegasi Riders in this ROM hack, there is no point to having the Elysian Whip. And there is of course the Master Seal, which can substitute any of them. I also removed the level 10 requirement for promoting, because this ROM hack isn't very long, so if you want to promote your characters early, you can knock yourself out. And that's basically all. It's not a great amount of progress, but I suppose it is better than when I was making the chapter 2 map, where I've done nothing but worked on detailing it for the whole week. Next week will hopefully be much more productive, but until then, farewell.